Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me for this segment, we have Raj Verma, CEO of Singlestore, a real-time analytics platform designed to ingest data and produce time to insight. It's great to have you with us, Raj. Welcome to Trade Talks.
Thank you very much, Jill. It's a pleasure to be here, and really excited about it.
What types of solutions does Singlestore provide?
Yeah, we are a database company, and we think of ourselves as a modern database provider. And by modern, we mean that we unify and simplify modern data, and modern data being data that's post-2008, which has volume, variety, and velocity, which is unprecedented. And we feel we are the play in town which helps our companies react to modern realities, which is essentially everything being in real time. Which, it could be ride sharing, could be, food delivery, could be just everything that our modern day lives have gotten us accustomed to. And what COVID has further enhanced the timeline of, Jill. So that's what Singlestore really provides.
So what does the current database market and fundraising climate look like right now?
Well, I think the database market naturally, with the number of players that we have in the market, it's really a further validation of the fact that there is a change of guard in the database market. We saw a very, very successful IPO of Snowflake a couple of years ago, even though the valuations aren't as encouraging as they were 2 years ago. It's testimony of the fact that there is a change of guard in the database market, and there are a plethora of other database vendors which are in the market. The fact really is that the climate for data innovation has never been better. However, there is a sort of a rethink in the market as to, is growth at any cost something that is going to be a viable option for investors and just companies at large going forward. So the environment is, I would just say, very different from what it was even 6 months ago, or at least 8-10 months ago, where caution was thrown to the wind and the encouragement was to grow at any cost. That has substantially changed. I do think that, as someone says, in the short term, the market is a pulling machine, and in the long term, it's a weighing machine. So I think us raising money in this tough environment is the testimony of the fact that we were on the weighing machine and not on the polling machine. Yeah,
that's a good point that you make. If you're talking about the public or private markets, this valuation reset did need to occur. So let's talk about your latest funding round. You raised $116 million in a Series F round. What's that going to allow the company to do, and what's next for Singlestore?
Yeah, I think, we did have $100+ million in the bank. And I'm not one of those who says we didn't need the money. If we didn't, we wouldn't have raised. The reason why we did raise the money was so that we could actually have a plan for the next 3 to 4 years and milestones to meet that plan without having a sort of asterisk which said, at this point, we need to raise money. So it's a more planned, deliberate, well-funded strategy, and executing on that strategy for the next 3 to 4 years that this fundraise provides us. The second thing that this does for us is it allows us, Jill, it's $110 billion TAM in our market, right? So there is no dearth of innovation and rate of innovation and product development that we can do with this money. And we intend to put our money in the product and innovation bucket a lot. The third is international expansion. And the fourth is welcoming the beacon of all financial institutions, Goldman Sachs, into our family of investors, and also Senabel, which are public company investors. So as we evaluate the next phase of our evolution, which could also include public markets.
Okay, all right. We appreciate the insight, Raj. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.
Thank you, Jill.